Hypernet Current is the 6th and final Grandmaster Nightfall in Destiny 2 Season of the Wish. Clear it when it's in rotation for a chance to earn the pre-Astyanax 4 bow, and an adept version if you kill every champion. This guide will make that platinum clear a breeze, but it moves fast. Get 3 players to power 1815 and let's dive in. Modifiers: increase damage by 25%, surges for outgoing solar and stasis, overcharge for grenade launchers and anti-champ weapons, and threat for incoming arc. There are overload and unstoppable champions, arc and void shields, and quantum minotaurs that drop arc craniums that do huge damage. Hunters, go gunslinger with blade barrage, healing grenade, and shards of Galanor for a risky damage powerhouse, or Threadrunner with ensnaring slam, whirling maelstrom, and seared arachnes for tons of debuffs and woven mail. Warlocks, you got Shadebinder with cold snap grenades, bleak watcher, and osmiomancy gloves to slow and freeze everything, or the classic Dawnblade with well radiant solar grenades and Phoenix protocol to scorch the field and keep your team safe. Titans, Berserker with Abeyant leap, shackle grenades, and banner of war give crowd control and team healing, or Sunbreaker with throwing hammer, Sol Invictus, and Loreley Splendor helm to keep you alive. Weapon! For overloads, Quicksilver Storm's big clip and high damage is great, but any high impact auto repulse will do. Stasis slow from abilities or weapons like Wicked Implement are fast and effective. For unstoppable, Sunshot is stellar with Scorch and AoE for clearing crowds, and Solar Ignitions can be triggered more easily than ever, dealing big damage. Heavies, Dragon's Breath is a single target damage monster, just don't get close to your shots. And it's not a heavy, but Polaris Lance puts in tons of solar work from a safe distance. On your armor, prioritize resilience and recovery, arc resistance, sniper resistant, concussive dampener. Lean into orb generation with Siphon mods heavy-handed and firepower. Recuperation and better already turn those orbs into instant health. On the seasonal artifact, pick the champ mods that match the mission. If you're on solar, go Kindling Trigger, Flint Striker, Race of Precision, and Revitalizing Blast to buff your solar damage. On stasis, Pillar of Ice and Hail the Storm make crystals deadlier, and From Whence You Came increases damage against taken. Into the strike. Cross the bridge, killing the Cabal and their dogs. At the gap, take cover to pick off the snipers. On the other side, hang back and let the enemies come to you. Once the crowd is thin, push ahead, knock out the turrets. Climb the pillars, hit those turrets fast. Kill the adds and cross the gap. First, kill the 4 turrets on the dark pillars with either range or invisibility. Then group up on the close end of this shelf on the right. This is home base. Pick off enemies in the middle, send someone to kill the stragglers behind the blight until a tormentor appears that cannot be frozen or suspended. Break its shoulders and target its chest. If it jumps under the shelf, lure it away by jumping to the ground or pillars. After half health, adds and a champ drop in. Manage the enemies from the shelf till they're gone, then gang up on the boss. Once clear, do an ammo sweep and enter the hole. In the Vex network, shoot the distant enemies until you're comfortable jumping down. Darkness bolts from taken rifts do lots of arc damage, stay clear. Kill the first Minotaur to take its arc cranium and break all the blights. Once they're gone, the enemies will despawn and a grav lift will activate. Ride your Sparrow up the spiral. You can't double jump here, so if you fall off, you're toast. Dying here puts your ghost back at the beginning. If you're not confident, leave a player behind to revive you. Otherwise, your ghost might not join your allies until the boss room. There's a shortcut on the left halfway through, attempt at your own risk. Once you're off the Sparrows, there's an overload champ around every corner. Past them, dodge the darkness bolts to kill the taken captain. In the arena, there are 2 more overloads on the beams above, prioritize them. Kill adds and minotaurs taking their craniums, use them to break the rifts around the edge. At 50%, 3 ogres and a bunch of adds will spawn in the middle. Supers and heavy kill them fast, clear the rifts, then ride the lift to the Bouse room. After a moment, Parthenios will appear in the middle. Shortly after, add spawn next to it with an unstoppable champ. Keep your distance to kill them and damage the boss for 1/3 health while dodging its attacks. New platforms will spawn overhead with adds and minotaurs. Take their craniums and destroy the blights, finishing only when you're ready, because this will spawn more adds and an overload. The boss will move to the back and regularly shoot 5 Axion darts at a time on top of its darkness bolts. If you get overwhelmed, hide behind distant cover and shoot the darts until you can regroup. Clear the enemies and damage the boss for another 1/3. Now it'll float off the ledge, you can shift to the back for breathing room. Kill the minotaurs and use their craniums to break all the rifts. This will spawn an unstop and another wave of adds. Clear them out, then kill Parthenios to clear the strike. That's your quick guide to the Hypernet Current Grandmaster in Season of the Wish. If these fast endgame guides are helpful, spread the word. If you have tips for builds, weapons, and strategies, comment below and I'll pin the best recommendations for everyone to see. I now have guides for all Grandmasters, raids, and dungeons in the game. We'll see you next time. Get striking, Guardians.